IVM.
Hi, I'm Zarina Poonawalla, your peak performance coach, life coach, emotional intelligence practitioner, and NLP practitioner. I'm also the founder of Abzo Expertise Unique, and my organization constantly aims at building leaders across continents. After having worked with so many dynamic business honchos, entrepreneurs, startups, CEOs, management gurus, parents, and student communities worldwide, I am convinced that every individual has unleashed potential, and all we really need to do is realize it. Watch the magic unfold, enhance quality of life, relationships, and professions. On my show, be ready for some riveting conversations with inspirational people, snippets, stories, and much more. So here I am on this exceptional journey to find empowerment and inspiration anywhere I can. Come join me on this breathtaking path of self-realization, potential maximization, positivity, and most of all, embrace your inner power. You are on your way to empowering yourselves. Welcome to the Empowering Series with Zarina Poonawalla. Do you know how many thoughts consume an average human mind every day? According to the National Science Foundation, about 12,000 to 60,000 thoughts is what a human mind is capable of, day in and day out. Out of which 80% of these thoughts are usually negative, and 95% are repetitive. Amazing, right? How capable our minds are to patent negative thoughts. In fact, there is practically much lesser effort when you go from a positive thought to a negative one. The real challenge is bringing yourself to transition your thoughts from the bad ones to the good ones. There are hundreds of thousands of reasons for you to think of all the wrong that occurs in your life. But that's not the problem. The problem primarily lies in the fact that you dwell in those thoughts and manifest them. This leads you to the very path of negativity. And do you know what the actual truth is? The truth is, you choose categorically over a period of time to live in your comforting cocoon of negative thoughts. This blanket of emotions covers aspects from self-pity, frustration, victimization, the blame game, mudslinging, even possible onset of anxiety or depression. Basically, always finding yourselves on the effect side of the equation. While you listen to this, please pay attention to one or more of the above mentioned and identify which one rings a bell. Then ask yourself, are you constantly bickering and complaining about life or relationships or finances? When caught in a situation, are your first thoughts about why it won't work over why it will? Do you get prickly and irritable at the smallest of things, knowing fully well that it is too petty for your attention? Most of all, ask yourselves this. What are your thoughts when you are alone and unoccupied? The good news is your thoughts can change, in effect changing you and your approach towards life, probably making you more approachable, easy, and surely more productive and happy. So let's navigate through this with some useful techniques. First off, the mind is usually always full of thoughts, so you are rarely thoughtless. Hence, all we need to do is substitute a negative thought with a positive one. For example, I don't think I can do this, to perhaps I'll be good at this one. Nobody loves me, to I love myself. Life is so hard, I am exhausted, to I'm going to accept challenges and get through this. I hate my job, to I have an opportunity to learn and earn, and I'll find another one soon enough. I'm pathetic at communication, to I'm going to try making conversation and see where it takes me. Grab a piece of paper and pen. Write down a list of negative thoughts that you probably have every now and then, and use this technique to convert them. Keep in mind that when you convert a negative thought to a positive one, you are intentionally trying to substitute it in your mind, and hence make sure not to use negating words such as a no or don't or never. Start your day with a smile. You may not have any reason to smile. You may be stressed. You may be anxious. You may be low as soon as you wake up in the morning. However, choose intentionally to start your day with a smile. Think of either a joyous moment or a future joyous moment, or simply start with gratitude. But start your day with a small prayer, gratitude, moment, anything with a smile. Avoid beginning your day with mumbles and grumbles and making your day look and feel like a task. Instead, attempt and try to embrace the day, take charge of yourself and responsibility for your actions. In this way, you know that anything you do through the day is your responsibility and you are accountable for it. So when you take accountability and stop looking at your day as a task, you will be able to change the way you're dealing with the day all by itself. Finding the good in every situation. As the world has been faced with this hard-hitting pandemic, and although life has come to a standstill for many, yet we have so many videos and so many different things on social media which tells us that the earth is healing and the world is recovering and the universe is breathing again. It may not have been good directly, but in some way, clearer air, cleaner waters, purer greens, reduction in global warming, all of these are still key factors for our survival. And if you look closely, you will find a good even in the worst hitting pandemic around us. Take an effort every night to find one good. Find something that was worth thinking positively about through the day. It could be one moment, gesture, word, thought, anything that was good. Find something that makes you happy, something that makes you accomplished right before you go to bed, and make this a ritual until your mind creates a newer pattern. Be kind and generous. Here you must remember two things. One, you need to be kind to yourself, and second, try and be kind to someone else in any minuscule way. But by doing so, we act in compassion, and this makes your soul smile. So if you want your soul to smile, if you want to feel happier from your soul, be kind. Surround yourself with positive people. You may have heard negativity is contagious, and it surely is. Choose your company wisely. Make sure to surround yourself with people who have a growth mindset, who look at the positive in situations, who like to grow, who like to evolve. Do not surround yourselves with people who are constantly telling you how horrible life is, how miserable they are, how terrible their relationships are, how they don't have money. And every time you're trying to grow in front of these people, they will always bring you down. So make sure to surround yourselves with positive people and good company. Finally, focus on conquering instead of complaining. When you use the above effectively, you will be in a position to focus on your thoughts and actions with a growth mindset. And that is what you must entirely put your focus on. You need to understand this and understand it well. If you throw a pity party too often, you will have to attend it alone. Having a bad thought consumes you to a point of no return. It is easy to spiral thereon, but having a good one, having a bad thought consumes you to a point of no return. It is easy to spiral thereon, but having a good thought requires effort, it requires intention, and surely requires repetition. Negativity drives you away from yourself. So take the effort today. Start substituting your thoughts and start focusing on being a positive thinker. Be safe, be well, be empowered.
If you liked this podcast, don't forget to check out other interesting podcasts on the IVM network. You can listen to us on the IVM Podcast app or ivmpodcast.com. You can also follow us on our social media. We are at IVM Podcasts on Twitter and Instagram.
I hope you enjoyed that show. I'd like to thank our sponsors this week, Paytm Money and Intel. So, been a really exciting week on the network this week. We've had some really cool stuff. My old friend Vivek Lad was on Storytellers and Storysellers. Definitely do check that out. On Cyrus Said, we had Ashwin Sanghi on Thursday's episode, and Cyrus and myself did a cock and bull, just the two of us. That was fun as well on Monday. Do check that out. Masaba was on Advertising is Dead, which was another really, really strong episode from Varun. And on the sports front, both Edges and Sledges, Football Shitball had some really fun episodes. That's the Football Twaddle. Do check those out as well. And if you haven't been paying attention and you haven't been listening to Smile India in these times, I don't know why you aren't. It's the most uplifting show that you could listen to. It's a short, bite-sized piece of really positive things that happen in India. Do definitely check that out. And with that, we hope to see you again next week.
Namaskar, dear Bandhu. My name is Ashish Vidyarthi. These are truly challenging times, and in these times, we need hope. Do take time to listen to my podcast, Begin the Journey. Available on IVM Podcasts, website, app, or wherever you listen to podcasts. Remember, there is hope because there's one life and we are alive.